Let's talk. So today, it's Valentine. So much noise about Valentine. So today, we're going to be talking Valentine. I've gone out into the streets today, and we're just asking people randomly. Let's meet Rotimi.
Hello.
Hi, Rotimi.
Yeah,
Hi. Thank you very much. I'm going to start by saying thank you very much for accepting to speak with us randomly. Our viewers would like to meet you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Rotimi. Rotimi is my name.
Okay. What you do?
I teach.
Right.
I'm also into music.
Music. Tell us a little about that.
Well, basically, for me, music is what is about life for me. It's everything to me.
Okay.
And I kind of find joy in doing it.
Right.
I've been doing that over 10 years now.
Whoa. That's
So my major is saxophone.
Ooh.
I play saxophone very well.
Nice.
I went to Guitar Kings. Yes, to have a diploma course there.
Oh, nice.
From there,
Professional learning.
yes, I've also assisted a whole lot of people in finishing all their works,
Okay.
like maybe studio work
Wow.
and all that. And I'm also working on my own album.
Nice. To me, like that's your first passion. That the teaching is for the Benjamins, but
Well,
music is the soul.
Well, let me say, well, both actually.
Okay.
But basically, teaching is, let me say, it's it's interwoven actually.
Yeah. I was wondering, do you teach music?
No, I do teach. I teach it, but not like professionally.
Okay.
Yes, because I studied mathematics in school.
Okay.
Yeah, in my
So that's what
degree.
you teach,
Yeah,
right?
so that's my major.
Okay.
Yeah, but I find both complementing together. Alright, but my major is actually teaching. But aside that, that's what I do. Aside teaching too.
Okay.
And I also prepare students for for some musical maybe performance and all that. So
Wow.
yes, that's what I do.
I see. So I hear you say you're impacting the next generation.
Yes.
Boys and girls, or only boys?
Well, boys and girls, adults too,
Okay.
as long as they're interested in their running after their passion
Yeah.
and pursuing it too. So that's basically what I do.
Key word there is interest. You have to
Exactly.
be interested.
Yes, interest.
Okay. You earlier, we Valentine jacked you.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Right. So yeah, it's interesting hearing about all that you do. But today we're getting different views, different opinions from men, women, boys, and girls.
Okay.
And I see that you're a young man. You're not married, are you?
Not yet.
No, you're married.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm still single.
Okay.
Well, still maybe single and still single.
I'm still searching. Okay, fine. Okay, so we'd like to talk a bit about, before we get personal, what is Valentine to you?
Well, I think a lot of people will have different perspective to Valentine.
Yeah.
But for me, I think it's just a season of sharing the love,
Mm-hmm.
not only to your love, not only to your to your own loved one,
Right.
or probably maybe to your spouse,
Right.
or probably to maybe your girlfriend. I think it's about time. It's a time to show the love to people who are out there.
Right.
There are a lot of people who need this much more than people you would love do. So I think it's a time to give back
Okay.
to society.
So I hear you say showing the love to your loved ones. So could you tell us really what showing the love is, that expression coming from your perspective?
Showing the love is all about like some people define it to be probably maybe in terms of maybe the romance or the erotic part of it. But for me, I feel it's a time to bless people,
Okay.
to give. In terms, it might not be monetary.
Right.
It could probably be maybe in terms of some material things, or even this season we are this COVID season now. A lot of people need food.
Yeah.
All right, they don't have shelter over their head. So I think it's a time for me to give back. And also, it's not all about giving the material things. It could also be in terms of advice, some words of encouragement to people who are there who actually need to be probably their depression is actually
Preach it, brother.
Exactly. So I think it's a time to really give back and talk to them and encourage them that they can actually make something out of life. So for me, it's all about the romance and all that in terms of going out to beaches and all that, buying kind of I can't target frivolities and all that. It's just about time to really be expressive as much as you can do.
First of all, we want to establish that you are in a relationship.
Yes.
Okay. And then I said she knows herself, so we don't have to call names.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
So let me keep that.
Okay. Fantastic. Awesome. Right. So for you now, being in a relationship,
Okay.
what are those things that you would love to do? What are those things that you, apart from what you've said,
Okay.
like Valentine and love and all that, what are those things that you you have in your heart that you would like to do specifically with this other with your partner? Yes.
Okay, I think for me, what I'm going to do in this period, that's this Valentine period, well, I think it's just a time for us to get to know each other better.
Okay.
Or a time to also talk about our plan for the future. At a time also to be able to, have, a deeper restructuring about our relationship. All right. Not just about, okay, we are two people trying to make out something in the future. It's about time for us to really sit down and talk about it.
Okay.
And think of how we can channel our love towards, a better tomorrow. Our children are born, and also to our generations to come, and also to our extended family. So I think it's a time for us to have a, how do I put, like a rethink, a reformation.
Right.
Probably maybe things have not been right. It's time to talk about it. And maybe things have been right about to talk about it. How can we move it forward?
Wow.
Yes. And probably maybe sharing of maybe some kids
as
and all
well.
that.
Let's not take that out.
Because we can't take that out of it too.
Absolutely, we can't take it out.
Yes.
So what I hear is something hot and serious is going on with you.
Definitely.
And it's not going to be business as usual or anything goes in your relationship. So you're going to specifically take this time out to reassess, reevaluate, and reconstruct whatever it is, and hopefully you come back here and you give us a date.
Well, hopefully
Oh, that's interesting. Well, you're speaking as there was a lot of sparks going on. I'm like, ooh, this is a serious relationship. Because nobody comes on and starts talking about reassessing and reevaluating if you're not serious with the relationship.
Right? I believe that's one key factor we need to get right when it comes to relationship, because of course we've had series of relationship breakup and all that. And just because there hasn't been kind of a solid determination, definition of it. So I believe defining what you actually want is a basic thing. Much when it comes to what has to do with serious relationship. Just not about having acquaintances and all that. It's about having a serious relationship and defining it to what you want to do.
Okay, I'm loving the way this conversation is going. I want to ask you, what are the tenets? What are the things that stand out to you personally for a solid relationship?
Well, for me, I think two things. Yeah, it's about the commitment, and at the same time, sharing the respect. Yes, I value that a lot. I value respect. I value commitment. I also like it when a lady understands me, sees my passion, sees me for who I am and not for what I am. I may not have anything today, but if you believe in me and I believe in you, then we can push it forward.
Okay.
Yes.
So, is there like a chalk or the blank board where you've written "See me for who I am" and you've enlisted what you really are? How is she supposed to know who you really are?
The first thing I do when I believe the first thing to do when the relationship is to talk about it, and then of course with time she gets to know me, I get to know her. But it's for me, I don't think pretense works in relationship. So the very first time we meet, I like to let you know, okay, this is who I am.
Right.
Okay, this is what I do. This is where I'm going to.
Right.
So is this something you can actually key into? So if you can't key into, then you box out.
Right.
If something you can key into, then we move with it. So and also with time, because for me, you can't hide the smoke from not coming out. So definitely she would know. So if something she can cope with, then she moves on. And if she can't cope with it, then she goes.
I love the fact that you say let's talk, and that's what this is all about.
Definitely.
Right, let's talk. The first stage is let's talk.
Definitely.
Let us reason together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
basically.
when you talk, it's one thing to talk, is another thing to walk the talk.
Definitely.
So you did say something again fantastic. You say as time goes on, she will see,
definitely. Definitely.
smoke cannot hide, and so she'll see who you get to be, as against what you've said.
Definitely.
Right. So what point for you now do you want to call quits to relationship? What stage did you get to?
Well, I think,
this isn't going any further.
Exactly. I think one major thing would probably be infidelity. Yes, infidelity, because I don't see, like some say, or as they say that a broken relationship is far better than a broken marriage. So I think one key factor for me is if she's if she's untruthful, or probably not maybe not truthful, candid, whatever thing she does,
right.
or in terms of kind of taking this to the taking double dating kind of. So I think for me it's a no. So I just let it go.
So at that stage, this ain't going any further.
Yeah, exactly.
I love how you say a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. Because I was going to ask you, are you saying that's infidelity in marriage?
Well, yes, of course. If
you can't detect it during your relationship and it happens during the marriage.
That's like another different phase. But I think for me, if two people are going to get along together, I think there's no point of hiding from each other, because at first you saw each other and you both like each other. So I think you should be open enough. Okay. This is what I do. This is what I am. I have done. Probably we all have the past. So bring your past into the present. Okay, this is what I've done this in the past. We've all had pasts. So if I can tell you what I've done in the past, so when it gets to that time and you get to know about it, it won't be strange.
Right.
But if I conceal it, try to hide it, then even when I get into the marriage, of course
you do share.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you speak for most men when you say come to me with your dirt? Because a lot of people don't want to know.
Yeah.
So she should do it all like you.
Exactly.
All that she's been to,
exactly.
all that she's been through.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe, because like some say, okay, you don't have to say all, but I think say it all the way it is. I value that a lot.
Okay.
When you say that a lot, it makes me to like you the more.
Better.
Exactly. But when you're hiding it, and I get to know later, then of course
it's over.
It's over.
Because a lot of people would like to hide it so that the relationship doesn't get over.
No. When you say it, it becomes stronger.
Wow.
But when you hide it, that could probably truncate the whole thing along the line.
Yes, I get that. Basically. Okay, so I'd like you to say one thing to one or two things, to young men, young women out there,
okay.
starting relationships.
Okay, like
advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because for me, I'm just starting to.
Yeah. Because how do you say?
Okay.
Let's hear from you.
Okay.
You are in a relationship.
Okay.
How has it been like? I learned some great stuff from you, even in this discussion. So, what would you say? What would you like to see replicated in the lives of one or two other young men and women?
Well, I think one thing to people: do not look at the beauty, because, like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Okay.
All right. So don't look at the beauty, because when you look at the beauty will fade. If you're looking at the body shape, right?
It could change.
And all that. It definitely changes. But the major thing is, look at the content there.
Wow.
The character. It's something you can actually go with. Because when you notice something in her, and it's something you can actually build, once you notice that thing in her, you can build it. And if you can invest in your woman, definitely she'll get you in return. She'll get lots of things in return to you. Right? So once you discover that thing in her, something you can go with, then build it there. Exactly. Build her for what you want. And once you can build her and invest in her, then so for all the young ones out there, do not look at character, do not look at beauty, but look at the content in there. Because sometimes when you hear you're buying something, don't look at the outer shape, but look at the content of what you're getting. So once you can get the content, and the content is what you can cope with, then move with it and develop it. So that's just it. The money will come.
The rest of the things
will fall into place.
Wow.
Yes.
Guys, you heard from him. I mean, we normally have women on here, but no, today we're having different perspectives, and you heard from his point of view what his feelings are, what his advice to you all, has been, and that's it from us. Till we come your way again. We're signing out here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and we look forward to your questions, your concerns, and your contributions. Thank you.